For the last 2 years, I kept a pretty good size amount of money in cashable GICs. I have a lot more money invested in the stock market, but I kept a chunk there because we were actively looking for a house. My timeline, it could have been a week. Could have found a house we loved and needed that as a down payment. Ended up being 2 years. That was fine. That was my timeline. My risk on that money was zero because it was for a down payment for a house, and I knew we were going to be carrying 2 houses. Timeline's really important with investing. I missed out on a 30% lift in the market, but it was okay. And one thing I really go over with clients is, what's your timeline? When do you need this money? It's an important topic because I think we get so confused with so many other things, but this is one of the core issues about investing. So here are my thoughts. Number one, if this money is for retirement, it's a 30-year investment. What are you doing worrying about what's going to happen in the market today, tomorrow, the next month, next year? It is so long-term. You should not even worry about it. Put it in there. Have something that meets your long-term risk goals and stick to that plan. Don't try to time the market getting in and out. If you had the worst luck in the world and you invested in 2007 before the Great Recession, 18 years later, the S&P 500 was up close to 500%. That's 20-year money. Doesn't really matter when you invest. Were there deals to be had a year later? Yes. Could anyone have predicted that? No. Point number 2 is, if you're going to totally deplete money, you've got, like me, I had this chunk of money that I was going to use. Is it appropriate to put it in an all equity portfolio? No. This is where cash wedges come into effect. If you've got a significant big expense coming up, having some money put away into something guaranteed is probably a good idea because you don't want to be taking risks in the market. This brings me to point number 3 is, if you've got a 30-year retirement and you're taking money out every month, well, that's not, you're going to totally deplete the account. I'm doing reviews with folks right now. They've got $1 million invested. Their net invested is like 100,000, 200,000. So they got 800,000 of growth as they've been taking money out over their retirement. You've got to make sure your money grows. And so having a diversified portfolio, if you're in retirement, is probably going to be a good idea. Is all GICs a good idea? You're going to have a lot of money to fund your retirement with that. Is all equity a good idea? I think you'd have to have a pretty high risk tolerance for that. So having the diversified portfolio, having something that, some money in safe, some money in risky, some in a dividend, having a portfolio that can keep up with inflation and provide the income you need. Hope you like that.